No, I thought it was gonna be the general text again. Okay, so he thinks he's playing a video game. This is a video game. Okay, what's new? In short, a die. Huh? Confused? Go through it yourself and you get it. Bro. You're not even gonna explain anything, Herta. Swarm disaster. There's too much redundant data in the simulated universe. You went so far, yet you've only met the Eons a couple of times. You worked so hard, but didn't get many chances to speak with them. So I plan to log the cosmic time within a specific historical segment, narrowing down the scope to study a particular eon more effectively. However, I'm not sure which amber era to throw you into. Ron May has her own idea. She's made up her mind to anchor the cosmic time to the period before the fall of Tazirant, the Imperator Insectorum. That's a mouthful. Well, I like playing video games. Good for you. I don't. Anyway, please go ahead and take a look. Okay. See this? You get in from here. The main interface is not too shabby. It's Screwy's design. Screwy. Then you activate this. Oh, that looks ominous, man. Look at those claws! Experimental teaching. Okay. I'm way over leveled for this. Let's see. Fire. Ice. Nihility. Is there any more fire? Ah, yes. Wait, I need a healer. Okay. The audience journey this time is gonna be a bit different, only by a bit though. Basically, we made some updates to the map function. You will start here. Now go through the different domains to reach the end. Every plane consists of different types of domains. Long tap on the domain to view the details. Select the question mark to view all domain types. Combat design, yeah. Elite, yep. To receive 1 to 3 star blessing occurrence, yeah, okay. Okay. Don't hesitate, keep going. Oh. See? I told you there aren't many differences. Just go walk around. Figure out what it feels. Okay. Well. Hey, yo, what's that? Wait, I need a... I don't have anything. What? Oh, hang on. What in the stars is this? You don't know? What's... that's a typo. What the... Herta stops you and pauses the simulated universe. Her nose scrunches in annoyance as she complains. Stephen Lloyd promised me that the audience of the Eons would be done in a sacred and solemn way. Why is the communing device done like this? For a second I sounded like Mona. It's quite interesting. As if. Do I really have to check every single detail myself? What is Ron May doing? Looking displeased, Herta continues. What do they think they are doing with a simulated universe? Whatever. I don't care anymore. Do whatever. Based on the original design, the audience die is a vessel similar to a shrine that carries the past and experiences of various pathstriders and the energy that flows due to it. Herta's nose twitches as she adds, originally anyway. I'll let it be since it has happened. I wish you have a great time with the communing device. Or not, it doesn't matter. I have a score to settle with that kid, Steven. Okay. How does the saying go again? God plays dice and destiny is born. Every phase of the audience die results in a different influence. Okay, when entering combat in this round, all allies damage dealt increased by 50. Okay. Your combat capacity for the next domain has been enhanced. Give it a go. These is the effect that your roll just gave you. See, your damage has been boosted. Go ahead and pick a combat domain. Some domains will collapse with your choice. That can't be entered anymore. Okay. Don't hesitate, keep going. Okay then. The dice effect this time is rather special, as you will enter the dice effect phase before you even move. This result can let you earn rewards without even fighting. Try it out. Okay then. Pick a domain that will maximize your benefits. Geez, being a teacher is so hard. You go read the effects yourself. Nice. Now we are in the next phase, the domain movement phase. You just made a blank domain. It doesn't give benefits. Don't go in. Okay. Okay. Unfortunately, there are no more domains that fit the condition for you. Guess we have to give it up. At least there are some cosmic fragments to make up for it. Okay then. I'm really puzzled as to why I'm in charge of the tutorial of a simulated universe. When did it become my responsibility? Sneering, Herta seems to have come up with a brilliant idea. I must bring Ranmei and Screw'em here and let them do some real work. Runestorm, you're about to meet some big shots soon. Oh, Ranmei. I can join, but I don't think Steven's opinion is helpful to the study of eons. An indifferent voice emerges. She makes her statement clear and concise. A wild Ranmei has appeared. Have you met her before? Herta frowns, but does not probe. Genius Society number 81, Ranmei. A genius in the field of biology. Should I quote the evaluation from the IPC? Ranmei possesses extraordinary perception and cognitive integration abilities, easily capturing microscopic details of reality and synthesizing them into a torrent of information within her mind, which she uses for deductive thinking. She's very low-key. Low-key? It's hilarious. But then again, it's typical of Steven to do things like that. We want to study the eons, but I'm not sure about it. Herta looks back at you and continues. Well, I've explained everything I can. You can count on yourself after this. In this expansion module, the flow of time is locked, so you'll see the simulated universe divided into several planes. Oh. Right, the next plane. Wait, where? I didn't... How do you feel? This is pretty interesting. After Screw'em has finished gathering the planner data, I'll add in the previous eon's information. Then you can start exploring the storm disaster. You've got to admit, the audience style looked pretty formal before Steven's device stepped in. Keep trying destruction. This is destruction's continuous effect. The more combat domains you pass through, the stronger its effect grow. You can view the effects of each die phase here. I didn't tell you about the planes last time, so let's do that now. Herta snickers. I was working on something else just now. As you can see, I've invited Screw'em, the great mechanical aristocrat, to this chat. Oh, look at the art. If the storm disaster is currently in its initial stage, can we infer that the birth of the eon of propagation is the first plane? A mechanical voice, and with elegance worthy of a king, suddenly chimes in. Greetings. It's a pleasure to see you here, Mr. Runestorm. I miss you a lot. It's my honor, Screw'em says. Your presence is akin to a butterfly that completes a scenery that brings the entire simulated universe alive. I look forward to the journey ahead of you. Screw'em will follow this study closely too. After all, the process of the storm disaster is also closely related to inorganic beings, Herta adds. As you can see, the 3 planes correspond to 3 different historical periods. You're now in the first plane, and that is when the storm has just started. So there's not much attention at the moment. When the storm starts spreading in the next plane, Runestorm, you had to pray for luck to be on your side. With an amused expression, Herta says, "Don't worry, we'll watch over you." Did you notice the countdown here? Staying in the simulated universe for too long isn't good for your brain. Here, make sure this doesn't go down to 0. Remember to check it. So this is the swarm disaster. Standing under the sky, you find your surroundings in a state of desolation. A massive swarm of mutated insects is reproducing and breaking free from the cocoons in the fields and roads around you. They devour all crops and animals until all the paths are flooded by their kinds. You move ahead and enter a huge device. There is a platform in front of you where a screen is showing some of the more advanced stellar systems. Some swarms have evolved into large weapons of war there. Many vanguard units support their massive bodies with slender armored limbs, while giant worms stand behind them as defenders. Inside the worms' round, gaping mouths are sharp teeth that give off a metallic glint. You shudder. These insects only act according to their instincts and have no awareness. You can't help wondering about the source of this technological modification. Runestorm, I reminded you earlier that the second plane had the most insects. Herta's voice pulls your mind back to reality. Go now. Be careful not to be caught by the swarm and get stuck there. Don't forget you have to visit all 3 planes. You snap back to reality. It's time to brace yourself and move on. Hey yo. Ew. These ugly things. Ah! Ew, get away from me. Exterminator's here. Flash them. Oh! Oh, that's nice. They explode. Oh, gross. The sound effects when they... Ew. Oh. You reached the 3rd phase already. This is surprisingly fast. We're traversing the entire historical storm disaster at such a rapid speed. Herta glances at the glimmering sky. Planning the development of species and nurturing them patiently until they begin to take form through a complex process. That's how our universe is created, Ronmei comments. It seems like we've succeeded. The swarm quickly spreads all over the universe, then recedes. This is in line with the rise and fall of Tazirant. Recedes. Indeed. The swarm did recede from all places of the universe following the fall of Tazirant. Herta raises the tone of her voice upon hearing the keyword. Listen, we need to figure out how the storm disaster happened. It appears that Tazirant was killed in a battle among eons. After all, who else could have killed an eon? However, we can't rely on deductions only. We need to get a thorough understanding. Ew, big bug. Three phases too. Ew. That squish gross sound. Alright, what's next? Oh, you got the hang of it immediately. This time we specially made a space for you to have an audience with the Eons. Let's do the test first. Ah, I remember those. Keep going and try it out. I can't promise you manage to meet them every time. We seem to be making progress. Don't get overwhelmed. Herta's voice comes through. Unlike her usual self, she speaks seriously and seems excited about what is going to unfold. Can you hit yourself on your head and focus? Take a closer look. We've derived Tazirant. Tazirant? Everything seems so fast that you aren't ready for the change. You look up and a beam of light flashes across the sky all of a sudden. A peculiar cry suddenly comes from somewhere, and you are certain it is the first suckling sound of an infant insect to the air, although along with it comes with the melodic tone of red butterflies sucking honey from lilies, the saliva of different scents such as the scents of orange, blood, and tropical fruits is dripping, making you feel as though you were immersed in an ocean of soda. You have a mild hallucination due to the ringing and chiming dust on the butterfly wings that covers the sky. You find the Aeon surrounded by countless yellow butterflies, ants, meteor bugs, and hibernating insects of different sizes that are on the verge of falling. Amidst the illusion, they begin a continuous ascent to the sky. Their blood appears colorful, but you have no idea why they are bleeding. A mind-blowing phenomenon unravels before you. The Aeon's trembling body curls up timidly, as countless new insect species emerge at the same time. They exchange pheromones, just like how flowers exchange for petals of different flowers. Then an entirely new species is born. As expected, it's here. This is the most prosperous period of the path of propagation since the creation of the universe. Cherish it, as these will be gone for good after the Aeon falls. Hera speaks softly. Runestorm, how would you feel if we stood observers to the repeating cycle where the storm is born, recedes, and resurges? Hera suddenly chuckles. It'd be quite a nice experience to watch the journey of the universe again and again. Seems like there's nothing else I need to teach you. I've activated the audience chamber, a module that can help you have an audience with the Aeons quicker. You can follow the footsteps of the past striders to get closer to a particular Aeon. No doubt that's another of Stephen's ideas. He always underestimates the trickiness of an issue. Oh well, I guess as long as his ideas work.